Hey Stephanie, this is going to hopefully be a quick video just to show you what your students will see tomorrow. Because this is a pre-unit assessment, not a pre-course, as what I did is I created just a make-up Unit 1 introduction, threw a little video in there. I don't care if you don't use it or not, but you might enjoy it and the students I think would enjoy it. And then I put the assessment down here. So I'm going to run through the assessment so you can see what the students will see. It does say only 12 questions. That's because some questions have multiple points being scored. So this is your matching, and I'm just going to throw these in here for a hurry. I'm not going to try to get the correct answer, but they'll be dropping and dragging. The next one is the rest of your matching. Hope this worked for you, because we don't really have a matching tool, but I think this will get the same effect. This is the drop and drag one, and so I took one of your questions and just made it so they had to do something a little bit different, and I am getting those wrong on purpose that time. This one I thought you may or may not like. I thought it was interesting. First I have to choose the correct equation. I will get that one correct. And then if I recall, 1196, I'm just think it's that one without doing the math. And then this one they just had to do the math. This one they had to pick the equation again because it changed a little bit. And I thought it was this one here. And then they had to choose the correct answer. Milliliters there. Another drop and drag, and this is kind of gets some of the short answers you had. So when temperature increases, then kinetic energy will increase, meaning the particles will move more. Hopefully they can't get their answers. I have dummy answers in here that are the exact opposite of each of these other ones. Hopefully that works. And same thing for this one here, and this one I'm not even going to look at the possible answers and throw them in here. Okay, so that's going on to question 9. This is your one of your short answer ones where you had to drop in there, and notice that students just have to get that box yellow and then they pull it in. Threw in one dummy answer. Same thing here. Threw in 2 dummy answers for that one. A little bit further, a little bit more work here. So hopefully you're okay with these answers. Students will have to do a little bit of reading and kind of look at it, and there are some obviously clues, but they have to still choose between less and more, greater or smaller, to know what's going on. Let's move faster. I'll get this one correct, expansion. Alright, so students will finish. Those are your real world applications, and I forgot to put that on that question, I'm sorry. I'm going to submit, and kicking back information. Excuse my son in the background there. So in this case I've gotten 22 out of 35 possible points. And what we will do is I will set this test up so students don't actually see the questions and the correct answers or wrong answers, but they will get any of the resources. And again, we don't have tons of resources in here right now, but we have a few that are starting. So that should give us a starting point for tomorrow, and on your end you'll start seeing some data. Again, this is only 2 standards that we listed, so we'll go from there. And some of them I stuck with what you had where they were labeled double, and others I thought spoke more to just one of the standards, so I tried to keep it just to that one standard. We can always change those if you disagree or would like to see that differently. So hopefully that will work for you. I think it should give you some information, at least give the students some ideas of what they're looking at, and we'll go from there. Thank you. See you in the morning.